Hessie and I were flying to Cambodia. Since the flight from New York required a stop at Incheon, Seoul South Korea's airport, we decided to take a couple of days and see for ourselves the transformation that has taken place in South Korea's largest city. Our travel diva Hessie has taken along Flat Ada. Flat Ada will be sending back dispatches and pictures to my granddaughter's class as part of a now far-reaching social studies project. When we approach North Korea, our pilot will have to be guided in on a flight path circuitous enough to ensure no accidental overflight of North Korean airspace. The Incheon airport is less than 25 miles from North Korea. Listening to this piped-in music while looking out of our hotel window, it's hard for us to imagine how devastated this city was in a mid-20th century war that still hasn't formally ended. With Flat Ada back in our room, presumably still enjoying the view, we've left the hotel and walked a few blocks down the street looking for a good breakfast place. Now there's a fair amount of traffic for this early on a Sunday morning. Only a few restaurants are open or opening. After an enjoyable breakfast at Holly's Restaurant, a self-service restaurant featuring with a great menu of kind of fusion Korean Western style breakfasts, we headed back to the hotel to freshen up and to see how Flat Ada was doing. She was doing fine, by the way, just getting some extra rest after the long flight. Hessie and I, on the other hand, were raring to go. We went out and boarded one of those on-off sightseeing tour buses. When it was getting to be about lunchtime, we got off at the Incheon, an international section known for its fine shops and many restaurants.
We're going to eat?
We're going to eat. After lunch, we spent some more time looking at the shop displays. With another on-off bus coming, we've decided to reboard and finish our tour of the central city. An hour or so later, after riding by much of downtown, we decided to get off and see the Gangnam Market area. After leaving the Milgori department store, we decide we'll try to find the subway back to our hotel. We stumble upon an information office. The two ladies inside speak just enough English to give us directions. No sooner are we outside again when we hear and then see the disco jump amusement ride.
잡으라고 손 빼고 오른팔 빼고 엄마 양팔 벌려 잡으라고 손 빼고 오른팔 빼고 됐네. 이리 와. 제발 이런 건 집에 좀 갔으면 좋겠네.
We've now reached Seoul Station, a major hub of the Seoul subway system, one of the largest, most modern, safest, and most used systems in the world. The system consists of more than 17 lines, including light rail and people movers. We've boarded a Blue Line train, and in order to get to Gangnam Station, the one nearest our hotel, we're going to have to transfer to the Green Line. Notice the permanent safety barrier, which prevents passenger contact with the tracks. It opens only when aligned with open train doors. Next morning, after another fine breakfast at Holly's, we go over to the nearby Gangnam subway station. In the few hours that we have left, we want to once more cross the Han River into central Seoul. We've decided that today our destination is the Namdae market, where if we find it in time, we'll have some lunch. We asked those young ladies who just walked by, they didn't know but said it might be up near the Hilton. It just doesn't seem right, so we keep on walking. We asked that security guard, but he didn't know. The little map we got at the hotel is turning out to be almost useless. Maybe this passes under. Okay, we're on the other side of the street now. We're on an overpass now, and the elevation affords some good views. But now we've gotten back on the street and are continuing our search for Namdae Market. This friendly lady speaks some English, but she didn't know. Very pretty. Both. Thank you. We're being told that the Namdae market is very close, but we still can't find it. Finally, we meet someone who knows. A workman points across the street. There's the market. We've almost made a circle. Those first young ladies were right. We've decided we'd like to try some local fish for lunch. A young vendor dressed in a white costume, a snowball or something. If you look carefully, you'll see him for just a moment. kindly directed us to a nearby alley. We would follow the smell to the grills cooking fish outside the wall-to-wall tiny restaurants. Not knowing which was which, we had to pick one at random. I'm sure the local patrons found us very entertaining. We ordered way too much, and despite the efforts of the proprietor and his wife to help us, made a terrible mess, particularly when deboning the fish with only our chopsticks and our fingers. However, thanks to an almost endless supply of napkins, our interesting meal was almost enjoyable. Now we've hailed a cab, and aided by some basic video editing techniques, our pokey driver has managed to get us back to our hotel in decent time despite the heavy traffic. We've picked up Ada and our bags, and now all of us are on a shuttle bus out to Incheon Airport for our evening flight to Cambodia.
I should send that picture of us eating to Debbie.
This bus will be directly heading for Incheon International Airport. The total traveling time to the final stop will be approximately 60 minutes, being subject to change according to traffic conditions. And now, for your safety, you are kindly requested to fasten your seatbelt while seated. Thank you.
So as we leave this modern city of Seoul, with a population of more than 10 million and a density greater than New York, we are certainly impressed and glad that we stopped over. Not only is Seoul a very large city, with more than 25 million people, its metropolitan area is one of the largest in the world. The gross domestic product of the metropolitan area is said to be fourth largest in the world, after Tokyo, New York, and Los Angeles. We're going to head north to the airport, and it's going to take us almost another hour, as you probably heard. However, you can see some interesting things in just the next couple of minutes. So, if you're so inclined, don't get off the bus.